could have been they had a queen, she went away and didn't come back for some reason. So therefore...
Well, the only reason she's going to take off is if she's mating.
Right.
But she's already mated.
Because
if these are indeed just regular, you know, if these are workers and not drones that I'm raising here.
Very true. Very true.
She won't leave the hive.
And the reason you didn't put a queen in here when you split it was because...
Couldn't get a hold of them.
Okay.
And it was either that, or they were going to take off on me. Because as you can see, there's a lot of bees in this hive.
Yeah.
So that's why you did the split. You didn't want them to swarm.
Yeah.
Is that a cut down the bottom there?
Those drone cells on the bottom.
No.
So, what does she say?
So, I can find larvae, but I don't seem to be able to see any eggs.
Do you have all sizes of larvae?
Mostly one size. One size
You
fits
know
all.
what I'm looking for. All sizes. You know that.
Oh, I know that.
You've worked for the
hive beetle on you. Just flew in. God damn it. So she could be in the very bottom.
Liam, I missed about this split.
Well, basically, that queen cell.
Yeah. There's another. What is that?
It's an old one.
An old one?
There's plenty of larvae right in here.
Yeah, so we just can get far enough.
Smaller, larger, but there's just not a lot of it. And I'm wondering if the queen may have croaked, and now they're building. Now they're making a new one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of what is it? Is it three to 4 weeks is what a worker bee will last in the summertime.
About 40 days.
Okay, so this hive is been queenless, or supposedly, theoretically, queenless for 30 days, and it's still chock full of workers. These aren't all. There's a drone there, but they're not all. There's a drone there.
So those are the ones that hatched out that you supplied it with.
But it was only.
Well, no, they could have been in various stages, and so that would be just a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's
Some
true,
of these
too.
bees are only a couple weeks old.
That's true too. Because there was, we did put in a couple of frames, so of So what do we do? Leave it for another?
Yeah, let's see what happens to the queen.
Because that queen cell could theoretically be a valid queen. Since I have larvae in there, somebody had to lay the larvae.
Those eggs. Yeah.
Come on, you get out of there.
Hopefully it was the last thing before that other queen died. Her last breath, she said, "Here is an egg."
So you know eggs at all in there, though, huh?
No, just some larvae. Some.
Your cat brood in there. I wonder if that's left over from
Yeah, I think.
when you made the split. You know, maybe there's a cat brood with eggs when you made the split.
Yep.
And now it's almost ready to hatch. I don't know.
Well, she could.
We did find brood. We did not necessarily see eggs.
What kind of brood did you see?
What kind of brood?
Yeah.
Little wormy kind.
Can I see it?
Yes.
Worker brood? Drone brood?
I can't tell the difference.
Bye, guys. See you all later.
Hi, Jean.
So see how it's puffed up a little? See how the wax is all puffed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are all
puffed up.
drones.
Yep, laying workers.
Right here. Yeah.
You see that puffed up? Look, here's another. Oh, that's a no. What did you say? 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
That's old too. Yeah, look at that. They drew it way out, and look how tiny that thing is. It was already capped. You know, they just that was it. Oh, they put 2 in there. Nope, that was just a thing. But anyway, you see that pattern there. You're holding it flat, right? I can see it like
Yeah.
that. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know about you. You can
Yep.
see how it's raised up. That is not worker brood.
It's like
And that's how you,
It's not worker brood?
no. So worker brood would be flat like this. See,
Uh-huh.
that is totally flat.
Yeah.
But here,
it's like a topographical map.
bumpy.
Yeah.
So that means no good. And then let's, whee,
Got it?
I think.
So you want it flat. You don't
You
want,
want it flat, yep.
So there's another cell on the back side of that one.
Okay, probably no good either.
Okay.
You're in the shade, right, and you want to see eggs. The best way to do it is walk away from your hive into the sun. That doesn't mean you always need to have your hive in the sun. I'm sure it is in the sun some of the time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, just walk away. This pond makes it difficult. So I see like an egg here and there and here and there.
You get double eggs in the cells?
No, I don't. But so, what does double eggs mean?
Well, double eggs would definitely be a
Laying worker.
laying worker.
Well, sometimes when a queen gets started off laying, she lays 2 eggs in a row because she's not used to the
Oh.
mechanism that is used to pinch off that egg.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, no.
All right, so that, yeah.
Necessarily.
So
That's
we
what
still
I mean.
don't-
There's so many variables. You have to account for the whole picture, right?
Yeah.
Like, we saw that queen cell. You thought, yay! I thought, no. You said, I see brood, yay! I said, I see brood, no.
Yeah.
Now I see the whole picture and I'm thinking, ooh, bad. What are you,
Yeah.
What are you thinking? I don't know. But yeah, you got more cells, but as long as you did the math right, and that's the great thing about beekeeping in that regard, is it is scientific when it comes to days. Eggs hatch into larvae on day 4. That is a fact.
Yeah.
Now, do they always hatch on day 14, day 16? The queen cell, does it always hatch on day 16? No, it doesn't. But it always goes from an egg to a larva on this day 4. So, you did your math, and you can say those aren't any good either, right? Because if they did draw them out, they used really old larvae,
Right.
where she could not have been fed the proper diet, and you'll get an inferior queen if you get a queen at all. Okay. So no, if you see 5 or 6 eggs in a cell, then yeah, you have laying workers. People go, oh, can I just kill my laying worker? Good luck with that.
Yeah.
No, you have laying workers. That's why you have more than one hive, because stepsisters are competing for genetics and they are each laying their own eggs. So, you know those are no good. I'll let you do the honors of pinching those, because why not, right? You don't want them, whatever they are. And so then I say I see eggs, and I only saw eggs because I came all the way out here into the sun, and I have my back towards the sun, and I'm playing with the hive frame to look down into it and get a glisten. And what I'm seeing, and I'm only telling you this because you might not see it, is an egg here, and an egg there, and an egg here, and an egg there. That is a typical queen laying pattern. If you did have a queen, that sucks. Get rid of her. If you don't, which is most likely the case here, putting all these factors in, you don't have a queen. So either way, you know now your situation, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, is bad. Period.
What's he do to correct this?
Nothing. What can he do?
Put it back with the
It's
other hive.
the end of July. He could put it back with the other hive. Yes. If he had a lot of strong hives, then maybe I would say, oh, you can take a bunch of brood and put it in there and hope for the best. But you have 2 hives. If you take any more brood from this one, that one's going to be even more weak and effectively die. Most likely. I haven't seen it, but it's July 20th. What does that mean? No good. Down slope. So, sorry.
Does this
Sorry.
mean that
will not last the winter.
This hive is not going to last a month. Okay, there's no brood in there.
They're gonna just.
It's going to die. It is not sustaining itself. There is no brood. There is no queen. It's dead. It just doesn't know it yet. When I see something like this, I leave it there. I don't want to deal with it. Plus, it's heavy shaking all those bees out, and you have to shake them out. But that is what you should do. You should shake them all out in front of this hive, or combine them, however you want to do it, and get this one out of the way.
Can this hive just be set on top of this one?
Some people do it. You don't have a queen. There's no queen pheromone. They originally came from there. You could put a newspaper. You might not need a newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protection of that
Yep,
one newspaper.
you could.
It's amazing that I did that, and they eat through.
Yeah.
And in 3 days, there's no newspaper. You'll see it just on the edges where they couldn't get to it.
And you might
then
not
in your
even need to
tray,
do that.
Looks like
Yeah.
a
That's-
dryer village.
That's a great technique, and it's kind of ensures it, and that's strong enough. Now, if it was a really weak hive, they wouldn't chew through that newspaper, but I look at it and I say, oh, that's fairly strong.
So would you take those,
I combine them.
that queen cell, you take that out of there?
I would kill those queen cells. I gave you that frame back,
Yep.
and I said you could crush those queen cells. You want to do that because you don't know what that is, and all you know is that it is not good.
Could be a mutant.
Ah, two-headed bees.
It's not good. So get rid of it. You don't want to jeopardize this.
What makes you say it's not good? I'm sorry.
Leon, why don't you recap as
Why
to
is it
why
good,
that is
Leon?
no good?
Well, because we don't have a queen in the hive, which means it's being done by a laying worker. And the laying worker isn't fertilized, which means it's not going to be a female. So basically, what you have is, they're trying to make a queen out of nothing.
So reintroduced that brood that they use to make a piece combined the two. And he did that because he knew when he made the split, he did the mathematics. And it should have been made up by him. So in the future, when you try to do that, too, when you do a split, it's
And we're
gonna go
absolutely...
back
Oh, okay, I was going to say that she's not in the very bottom, but
at around 17 days, 17, 21 days. If you can see eggs, it's good to go back through your hives at around 17 days and look for eggs, because you're taking into the effect that they needed to make the cell and for the cell to emerge, so that's 14 plus days, right? And then they say 7 to 10 days to get mated and return to the hive. So you're looking at 27 days for mating from start to finish. Sorry, when
Right.
I said 17,
And-
that's because I
And that's why I was thinking this would be about perfect, because
Yep.
it's been 4
Yeah.
weeks, so
No,
that'd
I
be perfect to,
apologize.
to
I was
hopefully
thinking-
see some.
yeah.
When I was in
I'm
here
not
last
thinking
week, I
about
didn't see it. I didn't see any
Yeah.
larvae or anything.
Yeah.
So
Send it back where they came from.
yep,
Is that what you plan to do?
yep. We'll do that.
Bad queen cell.
might as well.
We'll do that right now.
Reuse, reduce, recycle.
Yeah, I got all these bees here. There's no sense in having them just